In a small village nestled beside a sprawling field of golden wheat, lived a young farmer named Kishan. He was known for his diligence and honest nature, a stark contrast to the greedy landlord, Jayram, who ruled the village with an iron fist. For years, Jayram had exploited the farmers, demanding exorbitant rents and seizing their harvests. Kishan, however, refused to be intimidated. He observed Jayram's tactics, his insatiable greed, and his cunning ways. He knew he had to act. One day, Jayram announced a new, even more oppressive tax. He demanded half of each farmer's harvest, leaving them with barely enough to survive. The other farmers grumbled and despaired. But Kishan saw an opportunity. He approached Jayram with a proposition. "I will pay you double the tax," he declared, "but on one condition." Jayram, eyes gleaming with avarice, eagerly inquired about the condition. Kishan, with a sly smile, responded, "You must let me choose which half of my harvest you take." Jayram, confident in his greed, readily agreed. He saw this as a chance to double his profits. The harvest season arrived, and Kishan's field yielded an abundance of wheat, far exceeding that of his neighbors. When the time came to pay Jayram, Kishan led him to the field. He showed Jayram the two halves of his harvest, one meticulously separated from the other. One half was neatly stacked. The other was a chaotic mess of stalks and straw, barely yielding any grain at all. Jayram, blinded by greed, immediately chose the neatly stacked half, believing it contained the most wheat. But Kishan had cleverly separated the chaff from the grain before presenting the two halves. The neatly stacked half was all chaff, completely worthless. The other, chaotic pile, contained all the valuable wheat. Jayram was furious and humiliated. He had been outwitted by the young farmer. News of Kishan's cleverness spread quickly through the village. The other farmers, inspired by his bravery and intelligence, found the courage to stand up to Jayram. They challenged his unfair practices, demanding justice and fairness. Jayram, stripped of his power and humiliated, retreated, leaving the villagers to manage their own affairs, and Kishan's courage became a symbol of hope and defiance for generations to come. The once oppressed farmers learned a valuable lesson about the power of unity and the importance of standing up for what's right, inspired by the cleverness and courage of the young farmer who dared to challenge the greedy landlord.